Well, howdy there, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Marvel Heroes, and welcome back to another hero that is about ready to get maxed up. Yep, we did it again. Luke Cage. Luke Cage is going up to level 60 here. We almost got him there, just a sliver left. So we're going to look at some of his items, some of his powers, take a look and see what he can do. He, just kind of an overview, he is kind of a beast. He doesn't move very fast, he doesn't attack very fast, but when he hits hard, and he hits with the thunder. So that's kind of good if you like a nice, nice slow pace, just rack and sack and just destroy. This is your guy for you. He is a beast with just do so much damage in one attack. You'll watch when we look at his powers. He's really slow attack. He's really slow to move around. He doesn't have very much spirit. As you can see, we haven't really min-maxed him much because I'm not really that too overly impressed with him, so I'm probably not going to be playing him too much. Once we get him up to level 60, I might get in and check on the forums and look and see what kind of builds to look for to kind of min-max him a little bit. He is kind of okay. Like I said, I like the kind of faster, slashy, do lots of little attacks like an assassin as opposed to more of a tank character. But, if you like tanks, you definitely like Luke Cage. So we did get some items for him, finally. It took a long time. We've finally got a few items for him here, and in fact we've got a couple level 60s waiting to go in, so that'll be good. We won't need to spend anything to upgrade some of his items, but 55, 52, 55, 45, but that'll be replaced here when we go up, and a level 57. We actually had two different kinds. We have the Wrecker Crowbar and Cage's Knuckle Dusters. So for the first slot here, and I chose the crowbar because it gives us 10 ranks in our crowbar beatdown. And here's his powers, broken up into 3 sections: Hero for Hires, Martial Training, and Street Brawling. Heroes for Hire, basically there are all different kinds of heroes you can summon. And actually his signature power here is where he summons all of his team in at the same time, which is kind of good. So if you like characters that summon other people in and do a lot of dirty work for you, that's good. Basically, his Street Brawling and Martial Training is just his punching and things that he can do to damage other enemies. And some of the ones that we looked at to try and put points into, obviously the crowbar beatdown. We put a lot of points into that, almost maxed it out as a matter of fact. It's just a basic attack. You notice this bar down here. He's got openers and closers. So an opener, every time you hit with an opener, it'll generate a certain amount of combo points, and then your finishers will spend your combo points. So we were using the crowbar beatdown. It gives us a combo point every time we hit with it. Deals 40% extra damage to elites and bosses. So I figure that's pretty good, having that extra damage. 21 to 32,000, plus an extra 40,000 for a basic attack, plus it energizes, like I mentioned, his combo bar. As far as his finisher move, we were concentrating on cage fighting. The reason we were working on cage fighting is because one of his passives, which is this one here, depending on which finisher you choose, you get certain bonuses with it. With the cage fighting, we actually get 14.8% attack speed bonus, so that's pretty good. And it also gives us a 50% per combo point spent bonus on damage. So that's obviously a really good power. Probably wanted to max this out, but this is the initial build I was using, just trying different powers and stuff. This wouldn't obviously be a finish completed build. I would definitely go around and min-max. As you can see, I put a couple points into some of the other heroes as we progressed up his chain. So we have the crowbar beatdown. We actually have the cold shoulder, which is kind of interesting as he charges around the battlefield, kind of leaps forward. Wherever he lands will also do a nice area of effect. He has probably got one of the most, if not the most powerful area effect that I've actually seen. This one here is Luke Cage was here. He smashes down the ground, and it's a time thing where the longer you charge it up, obviously if you charge it up fully, you get 100% extra damage. So it's pretty good. And it also knocks the enemies down. It's got 18.6 spirit cost. So that's another power we were concentrating on. Of course, tried to get as many points into our signature where we get all of our allies in. And then we were using Colleen Wing as our summoned ally because she gives us a power which increases our damage rating. I looked at a couple of the other
to attend to.
Yes, I understand. Quiet down there, big fella. Just be patient. Just be patient with me a minute, okay, bud? Thank you. Colleen Wing, Misty Knight, of course, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones are the different four allies that you can summon in, and each one will give you something different. So, Iron Fist will give you dexterity, Jessica Jones will give you endurance, Misty Knight will give you accuracy, and Colleen Wing will give you power. So I chose the power one. And along with going in with the passive here, we also gain toughness, increasing our defensive rating. As I mentioned, his defensive rating, I'm not sure what his defensive rating is. Yeah, it's pretty high, 11,115, which is really good. When we combine that with our items, we've really got some interesting defenses here. You can see some of these items are not quite leveled up fully yet, but you can see this one here gives us summon allied damage and allied health, which obviously is going to help with all of our summons. This here gains a spirit whenever we hit somebody. So we just blast somebody and we can gain spirit back really quickly. Because he's got a lot of powers that take quite a bit of spirit. This here we just found not too long ago, maybe level 58. We regenerate 82 health when we hit an enemy, which is really nice. And it gives us 5 ranks in all of our mortal training powers. I bet you Luke Cage can actually be a pretty tough character. His defenses are huge. I mean, I was standing toe to toe with a fire giant. He was doing some pretty good damage to me, but man, he would have wiped somebody else out. And Luke Cage was actually standing there. I mean, I had to kind of dodge a couple of his attacks and stuff, but he was kind of beastie. He can take some punishment. I'll give him that. I will definitely give him. He can take some punishment. I don't have to really manage his health at all. I don't have to spam med kits at all. So very nice. Very nice defenses here. You can see we get some damage rating against normal enemies. And in fact, there was something else that gave him bonuses to normal enemies. I forget which one it was. It might have been something else. So we do have an item in here, an artifact for summon. A nice defensive one is some attack speed. Some more attack speed, some brutal damage, some movement, and some brutal strike. And then, of course, some health regeneration, some defensive ratings, some spirit, more health, and some spirit recovery. Look at our basic stats here. Health regeneration is pretty good, 19,000. So it's about our whole bar there. Every minute gets regenerated. So he's got a pretty nice ability to regenerate health. Not only that, but if you look at our defenses, and even though it says 11,115, our physical defense is 14,000. Our energy defense is 14,000. And our mental defense is 11,600. So you can see quite a bit more than what we've got there. Damage rating, like I said, I haven't really even mid-maxed this guy. I've just kind of looked and put a few items in here and there. We don't have any legendary, any relics. Haven't really done much with the artifacts. When we pick up an artifact, we'll throw it in there if it looks good. We haven't even upgraded his level 25. Like I said, I haven't really done all this because I'm not sure if I'll play this guy when he gets to level 60. But the more I play him, the tougher he becomes. I might just put some more time into him down the line. In fact, our insignia is still level 41. As far as our stats go, let's look at our offensive stats here. So, we are physical damage, as you can see with almost every one of our powers. If I'm not mistaken, everything is physical damage. So our physical damage rating is, here it is, 1759. And like I said, I haven't min-maxed or really changed any items out or added things and combined things. And of course, his melee damage rating is actually surprising. It's only 184. It's actually his range damage is even higher than his melee, which is kind of sad because he only has one ranged, which is this grab a car and throw it type thing. So anyways, enough talking. Let's take a look at his power. So here's his little rush forward. You can see when he lands, it sends out a little red shockwave. And so everybody that is within that area will take damage, obviously. Our basic attack is just, let's see if we can find an enemy just to do our basic attack. And we'll come over here and fight Mr. Hyde here. Alright, so every time I hit with my basic attack, you'll notice this little yellow bar will go up. And that basically will energize some of our finisher powers, which we'll look at here in just a second. Let's just clear these guys out. So the basic attack, again, boom, 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 just smack people around, just hit people with his crowbar. Pretty standard. Alright, I gotta clear these guys out. Alright, so the next thing we have is Luke Cagers here, and this is huge. You can see just watch everything go flying when I do this power, man. You can just see it. Of course, I tried to charge it up to max every time, and you can just see the aura, the area around it just is so big. So much damage for all these enemies. And there it is. We're level 60, folks. We've made it up to max level with Luke Cage. That's pretty good. That's pretty excellent. Another one bites the dust, I believe. And then there were 3. If I'm not mistaken, we have 3 heroes that are not max level. We've got all the heroes. If you missed an episode or a couple weeks ago, I announced that we purchased the last bit of the heroes. We have Venom left, who is level 46. We have, who is our other ones? We have Rogue, which is level 31. And last but not least, way up here at the top, we have Deadpool, which is 36. So we got a 36, a 41, and a 46. So not too much longer, we will have them all. In fact, if we go to the Hero Synergy tab down at the bottom here, it'll tell you your total hero levels. There's a maximum of 2,580. Right now we are sitting at 2,513. So we are 67 levels from completely having everyone maxed out. So that's good. Alright, as far as their prowess go, like I mentioned, once we've got this bar energized up, we'll use our cage fighting, which basically does 3 quick attacks. Boom, boom, boom. The first ones do 17 to 26,000, and then the last one there at the end does 58 to 87. Problem with this one is you can occasionally miss enemies if they move, they teleport, or whatever, or just get out of your area. Oh, looks like it's us and the wizard here. Let's find out. We're gonna get you to see how we do here against a normal enemy. We're taking this guy out pretty good. I'll tell you what. Like I mentioned, I think, to tell you the truth, there's a couple things that really set Luke Cage as a maybe hero to play, because number one, this Hero's Call, they seem to do an awesome job of just coming in and totally destroying enemies. Wow, look at that, we did it again, jeez. Now, it was not completely us, there was other heroes there, but we picked up a unique, that's always a good thing. And let's get this. Thank you. Alright, so we'll use our basic attack. We'll charge up our power bar, and then we'll use our finisher. You'll see the finisher will turn a green halo around it. And once the green halo is, then you can activate it. And like I mentioned, you gotta time it right. You gotta make sure there's enemies standing in front of you. Then of course we have our signature power, where we get to call in all of our allies. And like I mentioned, these guys are awesome. When they come in, they just rake. They just totally tear things up. And let's see. Summon duration 16 seconds. You notice there is a 1 minute cooldown, but the interesting thing is that cooldown starts immediately after you activate it. So you can see they actually stay in for 17.8 seconds. So really there's only about a 42-second cooldown on it before you can activate it again. And like I mentioned, when these guys come in, they just tear things up. And then of course we have our Colleen Wing. We can just summon her in anytime we want. And she's got this really quick power. She dashes back and forth. And of course, last but not least, we have our throw a car at somebody. It's our only range power we have. So you can see how much damage our little punch on the ground did. Quite a bit. And like I said, we haven't really min-maxed our points. We haven't done anything really special with him. We've just been focusing on getting him up to level 60. And wasn't really too impressed. You see how slow his attacks are. You see how he kind of lumbers along. He doesn't really do much. You can't get around the battlefield very fast. He doesn't fly. He doesn't teleport. He doesn't do any of that fancy stuff. But man, he is a beast when it comes to just dishing out the damage. I mean, some of these guys, you just see them flying. And like I mentioned, I haven't even really min-maxed all of our points yet. I haven't even gone in and tried to figure out which ones are the ones to use and what combinations. Right now we're just using kind of a generic build, and we don't even have that high a attack rating right now, and we are just totally destroying. All right, here we go. This is going to be a big test. Let's go ahead and activate our ultimate power. We haven't even looked at it here. It's Sweet Christmas. Devastate enemies in a wide area. So we're going to get in here and we're going to activate it. Here we go. I don't know if I did it. Let's see.
Sure, I'll take credit for that.
Let's try it again over here. I think I activated, but yeah, it says it's not ready. So you might have to rewind the tape and check it out. I didn't even see much. I haven't really used it that much. I think that's only about the third or fourth time I've ever even turned it on, because I mean, he's just such a beast without it. I just forget to use it, really, to tell you the truth. I mean, look at these guys just fly off the screen. Here we did I think a really nice critical damage there. Couldn't see the number, but I'm sure it was a lot. So I think Luke Cage can definitely turn into one of those heroes that I could see myself actually playing, and it's a little weird that I would say that, because up until about level 55, I'm like, oh, I just got to get this guy done. I don't want to play him anymore. But he's actually turned into kind of a beastie guy, and I'm not sure why or how. All right, we're going to activate our summons here. Watch this. Okay, so we're going to do our finisher now. Okay, and then we'll start charging it up again. And we'll hit our finisher. And look at that. I mean, we took out one of these guys like there's nobody's business, really. Alright. Loom! Yeah. So that is Luke Cage. Surprise, surprise. I really didn't think I was going to like him. As I mentioned, he didn't seem like he does a lot of anything. He's very slow and lumbering, and I like to get around the battlefield. I like to be able to, get to locations, but you can just see I can just basically just run around and land on people, and they take a massive amounts of damage. See that guy? He died. I didn't even do anything. I just landed on him. And then, I come down with my Luke Cage was here power, If anybody's still alive, I use my finisher to finish him off, and there's the finisher. See if we can get it. Okay, so we've got it charged up. So here's our finisher. We'll use it on a civilian here. Oh, and of course, see there, we missed it. And we got Spider-Man over here. Where'd he go, Spider-Man? We're gonna take you out, buddy. And of course, here he goes. Down he goes. Excellent. Alright. And finished another one up there. So I'm not even sure if I did any first level or lower level videos on Luke Cage. Probably because I was just having so many problems getting him to do anything. In the first 20, 30 levels, he was so slow. I'm glad I put those movement speed buffs on him, because at least now he can get around a little bit easier. And I don't have to kind of wait forever for him to move somewhere. Our artifacts definitely help with the movement speed bonus there, and the movement, that's attack speed bonus. When you deal damage to an enemy, gain a boost of adrenaline and increase your move and attack speed. So definitely worked, definitely helped getting those extra movements and attack speed bonuses. And he really needed them. He really needed them. So, well, folks, I think that's about everything with Luke Cage. We let's look at his. I'm not even sure. So yeah, look at his. Wow, 1,193,000 for his melee Sweet Christmas attack. So obviously does some serious damage. 1.1 to 1.7 million. Plus, it gives you a buff rating for 20 seconds. Gives you some critical hits, some damage rating, some brutal strike, some defense. Wow, that is huge. So yeah, we might look at Luke Cage again later on down the line. We'll min-max his points a little bit here. Try to figure out. And in fact, you know, we haven't even looked at his new items. We have a new headband we can put in there. It's a nice level 60. His defense rating is exactly the same. His damage rating actually goes down. Well, that's a little weird. Interesting. But of course, we get 2 extra ranks in our call to hire. So, and I don't want to spend the money to upgrade it from level whatever to level 55 to level 60. It's 600,000, so it's better just to find a level 60 item. The other thing we do have is an impenetrable leather jacket. Physical defense is much better. Energy defense is much better. Defense in general is much better. Of course, we're coming up from a level 45. Health regen barely goes up. 7% chance when you are attacked to gain 11,000 defense. Okay, you remember I was telling you he's a beast? We now have a 7% chance when we are attacked to gain 11,000 defense for 5 seconds. Oh my god. 11,000 defense. It's basically doubles our total output for defense. That is just wow. Notice our damage rating went up, and of course our defenses went way up to 16,000 and 12,000. So that's nice. Let's see if our actual physical damage rating went. Yeah, it went up quite a bit actually. 2,104. And our melee, yeah, still awful at 184, but he is mostly melee. Like I said, he only has the 1 attack there. The crowbar, yeah, that wasn't an item for that I wanted to change out. I think that's all it changes all the items that we were waiting on to get, so we can look at his. Oh, he's got 7 points to spend. Obviously, spend it on that, spend it on that. Luke Cage was here, spend it on that. Our cage fighting, spend a couple on that. And we're out of points, and that's because I didn't spend them right to begin with. But, you know, I can use a recon device, change those out later. Whew. Man, I tell you what, he is, I just can't believe that. A 7% chance. So basically, 1 out of every 10 times we get attacked, we're going to have an extra 11,000 defense rating. That is just... And if you had a relic that gave him some defensive rating, boy, he could just stand there and take a beating. Nice character. Pretty good. He's one of the basic heroes. You can try him out up to level 10 for free here on Marvel Heroes. If you haven't done it, I recommend you do it. And we will see you guys next time here as we get one of our last few heroes leveled up. Again, the last ones are Venom, which I'm really excited about playing. We actually have been playing him for a little bit, obviously, because he's level 46. He's got some really cool powers. The thing is, I've seen some Venom players out there that totally wreck face, so I'm hoping to get Venom leveled up to 60 and then really min-maxing him. And one of the forum posts that I actually was looking was like, is Venom overpowered, or are all the other heroes underpowered? Because I mean, sometimes if you build him right, he just rakes. Then of course we have Rogue. Tell you the truth, I am not looking forward to playing Rogue at all. I've played her up to level 31 and I am not impressed whatsoever. She is like, I hate to even say it, my least favorite hero of all. She's got this power where she can use other people's powers, which sounds really cool, and maybe later on it will be, but right now it is just such a chore to try and get other people's powers, and oh my god, and change out powers. It's just ugh. And then of course, last but not least, is Deadpool, which I thought, oh man, I'm gonna love playing this guy. He's awful as well, at least up to this point. He's not a level 52 standard hero, so you get we've already got his ultimate at like level 36, and he's got this weird little thing where he it's like you're playing a game, and so it like has like a little lag thing, and all the enemies freeze, and it's just weird. I don't know. So maybe he'll get better, and then he's got some melee powers, he's got some range powers, and I don't know. We'll have to keep trying them, but I guess that'll be for another day. Be sure to watch for one of those heroes to be coming up to level 60 shortly. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.